Welcome to God in You. Today's program is going to be about love. I was thinking to myself that I should, maybe go through the book of Revelation or something like that. But in reality, it wouldn't do you no good to even, if you knew what was to occur and when it was to occur and how it was to occur, you still wouldn't be saved by it. Knowing how things are going to come just to try to avoid it saves nobody. What saves you is giving yourself to God. Giving, how do I say, faith in Him who is in you is what saves you. Faith in God who is in you. Well, anyways, like I said, this program is about love, and I'm very excited and very happy. And the reason I'm very happy is because I was listening to the radio again today, and I heard the testimony of a man who was a general. And when I listened to him, I saw the correlation of my own life, and it was just blew me away. It was fantastic to hear. It was beautiful to hear. And he is a saved individual. He walks in the Lord in his daily life every day, and he has faith in God who's in him. Not in rituals, not in churches, not in religion, but faith in God who is in him. I'm going to try to paraphrase the story. Well, this man was a long-time military person. He spent his entire life in the military. He's a good old boy. He drinks and swears and carouses and does everything that we good old boys did. Had a good time for himself. But there was something always missing. And that something was love. The love of God in him. He talked about how he behaved as a man should. As he thought a man should. As he believed a man should. Hard, strong, tough. Very punctual. The kind of guy, if you say you said the wrong word to him, he'd probably lay you out right then and there. Now, when I was younger, I felt the exact same way. Very disciplined in that way. He talked about his family. He had a wife whom he was attracted to, and he had affection for her, but he lusted after her. He didn't love her, he said. Neither his kids. He loved the service, the military. That's what he loved. And he went to say that it didn't matter whether it was the military, if he was digging ditches, working for construction, doing anything else, it wouldn't have mattered. That would have been his God. That's what he would have committed to. And talked about how he initially went to church, and how he didn't want to go and didn't want to. He didn't want to hear anything about Christ. He didn't want to hear about that. And but something was drawing him. And he went to his wife, became a Christian, and then she prayed for him, and he eventually was drawn to go to church. He went there, and he expected to see some basically namby-pamby, weak little guys, there. And when he went in, he saw these two burly guys, and he makes a mention. He said he shook the hand of one of them, nearly broke it, and the other one just about took his arm out of his socket, And he was actually impressed by this because these were men. And then he's, he gives himself to God, and he goes home, and he sees all the booze in his house, and he said, I'm going to get rid of this, get this out of my life. And he does, he dumps it. His wife sees him doing it and asks him what he's doing, and he's getting rid of the booze, and they all had a big dumping party, He thought of giving it to his neighbor, and he said, well, basically, if it's bad for him, it's bad for his neighbor too. So he just dumped it all, and his wife, and they all did that. And then he talks about an incident that occurred where the Lord was bringing him forward, revealing to him the truth. And he was in his garage working, I guess, and his son was supposed to be in at 9 o'clock, and he was the kind of person where you had to be in on time. He was very strict about it. A couple of minutes late, no good. On time. 9 o'clock, you'd be here at 9 o'clock. A couple minutes early would be okay, as he said, but 9 o'clock, you'd be here at 9 o'clock. And his son came in 10 minutes past 9. And being the kind of man he was, he turned around and gave that kid a backhander that took him right off his bike, laid him out on the floor. I believe he was on a bike. The blood was coming out, dripping from his mouth. And his son turned to him and said, Dad, I love you. And that nearly broke his heart. Because now he loved his children. He still had bad habits. He still acted according to what he thought was right and what he thought was wrong. And those things were in him. But when his son said that to him, it nearly broke his heart. And he realized what he had done. And he reconciled himself to his son, and to his Lord. He repented of what he had done. And he learned something great. Learned that it's not about going to church. It's not about being religious. It's not about rituals. It's all about having faith in God. It's all about love. God, whom is in you, love, who wants to guide and direct you and show you life, true life, that you should abide in the truth in all things by love. It's by love that he realized what he had done. Prior to that, it wasn't something that he would have done. He would have said you deserved it, or get in the house or something like that. But that time, after he asked for the Lord, he gave his life to God. The Father revealed something to him. The truth. And he repented. And I was listening to this, and I was so excited. I was so happy to hear it. And then another voice came on the radio. And it started saying,